Numericals are very important in physical chemistry of main chemistry, because in physical chemistry we apply the knowledge of physics, where we have some derivations. On those derivations we have some problems, numericals. Okay, so they are like a scoring subject. In theory, during our explanation we may lose if our explanation is not correct. Out of 5, 4.5, 4. Okay, but in numericals, if you do correctly, full marks. You can't cut a single mark. So numerical part is a very scoring part. That's why we have to solve every example which is given in the textbook. Especially in the structure of atom, nearly 60 plus numericals are there. So it takes a lot of time to solve all those 60 problems. And every problem is different. Some are based on the frequency or the electromagnetic radiation, some on the de Broglie, some on the Heisenberg. So variety of numericals are there. So we'll deal one by one. Okay, right. So with this, once again, I am welcoming you all for today's session on 3 numericals of structure of atom. Today's first numerical. The longest wavelength doublet absorption transition is observed at 589 nanometers and 589.6 nanometers. Calculate the frequency of each transition and energy difference between two excited states. Okay, very good. Right. This is the proof for the spectral lines in the atoms. Okay, right. So let's go. So first wavelength is 589 nanometer. So convert it into the meters. Why? Because speed of light is the meters. Therefore, we have to convert nanometer to the meter by multiplying with 10 to the power minus 9, which is the converting factor. Okay. So first lambda, that is lambda 1 equal to 589 into 10 to the power minus 9 meters. Using this lambda, we'll calculate its frequency, which is equal to c by lambda. So c value, speed of light, which is constant, and lambda value is given in the numerical. So after the simplification, the answer is 5.0934 into 10 to the power 14 per second is the frequency of first wavelength. In the same way, using the wavelength of second radiation, okay, at 589.6 nanometer, which is equal to 589.6 into 10 to the power minus 9 meters, we will go for its frequency calculation using the same formula, c by lambda. So c by lambda, okay, so please simplify. The answer is 5.0882 into 10 to the power 14 per second. So using lambda 1 and lambda 2, we calculated frequency 1 and the frequency 2. Now what we'll go? We'll go for the change in the energy between the two energy levels. Okay, that is given by in the Bohr's theory. We have learnt it is equal to E1 minus E2. Okay, so these are the energy of the two levels, energy levels. Okay, right. And here it is a absorption, means what? Energy is supplied. The energy supplied, energy is what? It is the positive. Okay, so for the positive, to get the positive value, so we have to take E1 minus E2. Otherwise, if you see the textbook, delta E equal to what? EF minus EI, energy of the final energy level and energy of the initial energy level. But depend upon the what transition, whether it is absorbing or giving out. So if it is giving out, it is taken as minus, and if it is absorption, it is taken as a plus. So plus minus, they don't have any connection with mathematics here. So here in chemistry, their meaning is what? Plus is absorption and minus is evolution. Okay, right. So accordingly, E1 equal to c by lambda 1 minus E2 equal to c by lambda 2. Okay, Sc you take the common. So Sc into bracket 1 by lambda 1 minus 1 by lambda 2. H is Planck's constant and c is the speed of the light in meter per second. That's why we have converted the lambda into the meter. Okay, so 1 by lambda 1 value and 1 by lambda 2 value, these two are given already. Okay, right. So 19.878 into 10 to the power minus 34 into 10 to the power 8 by 10 to the power minus 9. Why? Because here you see 10 to the power 9 is common here. Okay, that is taken here. And why 3 is taken here? 3 is taken because of the LCM factor. Okay, right, all those. So this you have to simplify. I think you can go for by using the simple mathematics, or if you are provided with the log tables, logarithmic tab tables, then we can go for the using log tables. Okay, right. So now this is what using LCM, right? So minus the 19.878 into 10 to the power minus 17 into 0.6 by 589.6 into 5. What is these two? These two are the LCM here. Okay. So 589 ones are 589.6 and 589.6, 589 like that. Okay. So that is taken here LCM. So after the simplification by the usual method, just to multiply and divide by 90. If you divide 19.878 by this multiply the product, and again you multiply 0.6 in the scientific notation, it is 3.43 into 10 to the power minus 22 joules is the energy difference between the two excited states. Okay, right. Second question. The work function for cesium atom is 1.9 electron volts. Calculate the threshold wavelength and the threshold frequency of the radiation. If the cesium element is irradiated with a wavelength 500 nanometers, calculate the kinetic energy and the velocity of ejected photoelectron. This is based on the Einstein's photoelectric effect. Okay, so please recall the theory part of photoelectric effect. Then we can solve easily this numerical. Right? What is E naught? Threshold energy, minimum energy required. Okay, it is given 1.9 electron volt, and in terms of joules, please multiply. That will get in joules. Okay, this type of examples we have done in our previous session, converting electron volt into joules or joules to electronic volt using the converting factor. Okay, right. So now threshold frequency nu naught equal to E by H, energy by H, because what is energy? E equal to H nu, E equal to H nu, nu equal to what? Nu equal to E by H. Okay, which nu here? It is a threshold frequency, minimum frequency associated with the metal. With that only it has to, more than that only radiation has to radiate so that the photoelectrons are ejected. All those theory part you recall. Okay, so accordingly nu naught equal to E naught by H, and E naught is given in joules by H is the Planck's constant. Therefore, after the simplification, we get the threshold frequency equal to 4.59 into 10 to the power 14 per second. Now, threshold wavelength using the frequency. So, wavelength equal to C by frequency. So, speed of light by the frequency just now we have calculated, and you will get what? 653.6 nanometer, approximately taken as what? 654 nanometers for our calculation purpose. Okay, so that it becomes, otherwise we will get in decimals. That's why we go for simplification or the approximation, which is equal to 654 nanometers. Right? Okay. Now we'll go for what? Calculate the kinetic energy and the velocity of the ejected photoelectrons. For this, we have to use this symbol. H nu equal to H nu naught plus the kinetic energy. Okay. So that is taken here as E equal to E naught plus half mu square. So half mu square is what? Kinetic energy. Therefore, half mu square equal to E minus E naught after the transfer of E naught from this side to the other side. Okay, right. So what is here? E equal to Hc by lambda, and E naught equal to what? Again Hc by lambda naught, depend upon the frequency or the lambda. Okay, right. So for E it is the normal lambda, for E naught it is the lambda naught. Okay, threshold what wavelength. Because Hc is common, so I have taken Hc common into bracket 1 by lambda minus 1 by lambda naught. Right. So that is equal to H Planck's constant, C speed of the light, 1 by lambda, 1 by 500, and 1 by 654 is the threshold frequency into 10 to the power minus 9 meters is the common in terms of what meters. Okay, right. So please simplify 6.626 into 3 into 154. Okay, why this 3 from this value it's taken? What is 154? 154 is what? 654 minus this 500 gives 154. By multiplication of these two is the LCM into 10 to the power all these laws of indices. That will give you 9.36 into 10 to the power minus 20 joules. This is nothing but kinetic energy. That is half mv square equal to 9.36 into 10 to the power minus 20. Now what is V square equal to? It is 2 by m into this value. Okay, so 2 is here, 9.36 here. Okay, now 10 to the power minus 20 as usual. M is the mass of electron in kilogram. Okay, so joules to kilogram is made here, and this is because the mass of electron is in the kilogram, that's why it is converted. So please simplify by the factorial method or by usual log method by taking to the entire into raised to the power half. So that gives you square root of 2.057 into 10 to the power 11 meter square per second square. Still the square root is not removed. So at the end you take out the square root, it is equal to what? 4.5356 into 10 to the power 5 meter per second is the velocity of the ejected photoelectron. Okay, right. Now today we will go for the last example because all three examples are very lengthier. They are asked for the 5 marks question. Okay, right. Now today's final problem. If the photon of the wavelength 150 picometer strikes an atom, one of its inner bound electrons is ejected out with a velocity of 1.5 into 10 to the power 7 meter per second. Calculate the energy with which it is bound to the nucleus. Yeah, lambda is given what? 150 picometers, and in terms of meters multiply by 10 to the power of 12. Okay, right. And in terms of scientific notation, this right. V is given velocity 1.5 into 10 to the power 7 meter per second here. Okay, right. So kinetic energy equal to half mu square, half into mass of electron and velocity. So this is the kinetic energy. Okay. Now E equal to h nu r c by lambda. H is Planck's constant. Speed is what? S is the c is the speed of velocity. Okay. Now lambda already we have noted here. It is 1.5 into 10 to the power of 10 meter here. Okay. So using the law of indices, usual mathematical operations of numerator, denominator, BODMAS, mathematical operations for mathematical operations, all those. So this is the step. Or 6.626 into 3 by 1.5 into 10 to the power minus 16 joules. After the simplification, 13.252 into 10 to the power minus 16 joules. Okay. We know that h nu equal to h nu naught plus ke, or E equal to E naught plus ke. Therefore, E naught equal to, this is what? This is the threshold energy. So E minus ke. What is E here? E is just now we have calculated 13.252 into 10 to the power minus 16. And what is ke? Ke equal to somewhere here it is. So 1.02375 taken as 1.024 approximately into 10 to the power minus 16, which is taken as common here. Okay, so into 13.252 minus 1.024. Okay, so after the minus, it is 12.362 into 10 to the power minus 16 joules. That is what? E naught. Okay, so in terms of electronic volt, by dividing 1.602 into 10 to the power minus 19, we get 7.63 into 10 to the power 3 electron volts. This is the threshold energy. That is what? This much energy is there with the electrons, so that with this much energy it is attached to the nucleus now. If you want to take out the electron from the nucleus clutch and nucleus control, you have to supply more than this. Then only electrons will come out of the nucleus control. That's why it is called what? Threshold energy, minimum energy associated. Threshold frequency, minimum frequency associated with the electron. More than that, it will come out. Okay, all those, you please go to the photoelectric effect theory part. Okay, till then, have a nice time and thank you and all.